Hi, it's Caitlin and I'm here with my August HHC swatch video. I've got beautiful polishes as I always do. Very excited to show them off. And if you are unfamiliar with what HHC is, it's essentially a monthly pre-order shop where you can purchase exclusive nail polishes and other products. They always open on the 14th of the month and close on the 21st. I'll include a link to the shop and the specific opening and closing times down in the description. I'll also have details about the pricing of nail polishes and how many bottles of each will be available. And I think that's all you need to know, so let's look at the nail polish. We'll begin with Bee's Knees Lacquer Gulper. This polish is, actually it makes me laugh because of the name, because I may or may not have that nickname because I gulp a lot when I'm drinking water. So, fun fact, but this one is a part of their Fallout series and it's described as a pinky coral lion cousin with gold to pink shimmer and a ton of hollow flakes. This one definitely starts out sheer but will build up quite nicely in 3 coats. Of course, I do have very short nails, so can't speak for anyone with a more visible free edge, but I did like how this covered on my nails in 3 coats, and I found that the hollow was actually quite sparkly and rainbowy, so hopefully my video will do that justice. It does dry down a tiny bit dull, so of course I'm using my Cuticula Limitless Quick Dry Top Coat, and that's going to help enhance the holographic effect as well. Next up we have Phoenix Indie Polish Thunder, and like every month Phoenix does 2 polishes that work beautifully together or individually, so I'll show them with a variety of different uses, particularly the topper. This one is a green jelly base with strong blue Aurora shimmer. So it's funny, in the bottle this one definitely looked green, but on the nail I find it looks mostly blue. It definitely has a hint of green, but that Aurora shimmer is so strong. This is probably one of the strongest blue shimmers I've maybe ever worn, and I was pleasantly shocked by how glowy and pretty this was on my nails. I really love this polish, and yeah, I just really love it. I struggle with these tones of blue sometimes. I don't often find they look good on me, but I really liked the way this one looked, and I loved the almost pearlized velvet look to the shimmer. Like, it's really finely milled and really beautiful, as you can see here. So this is definitely one of my top picks for the month. And of course you can buy the Phoenix Indie polishes individually or as a duo. So if you don't like the next one or vice versa, you can just buy the one you want. The second half of the Phoenix Indie Polish offering is Lightning. This one's a clear base with orange and purple iridescent flakies and holographic galaxy glitter. So I thought I would show it over Thunder, and then I will also show it over some different base colors as well as on its own. This has really nice coverage in one coat when you're using it as a topper. Everything goes on very evenly, very smoothly, and it does have a tiny bit of texture from the glitters and flakes, but it's not going to be too difficult to remove, and you definitely will want top coat to smooth everything out. The other thing I'll note is that the HOLO glitter is super holographic, like very rainbowy, really, really sparkly, which is what I want when it comes to HOLO. So I really love that aspect of the polish, and of course the pink flakies are really, really pretty. And for something different, I thought I would show it layered over a black cream, which really makes sort of the purple element of the flakes pop. And I'm also going to show it over it's Starly Ghost Jelly on my index finger. I put down 2 coats, and I'm going to show it as a jelly sandwich and then also just on its own. So here it is over the black with top coat, and you can see just how sparkly everything is. I really like the way it pops over black. And here it is over Starly Ghost Jelly. And then I did a jelly sandwich, but Ghost Jelly's a little too opaque, I think, to be a jelly sandwich. So it kind of ate up the topper, but it does still look pretty if you want sort of a hidden glitter manicure. And of course, I'm going to show this on its own. You can definitely wear this on its own, especially if you have shorter nails, but it's not going to give you full coverage just because of that clear base, and the flakes are also kind of transparent, so it's just going to be hard to get it fully opaque. So you'll have to be okay with a little bit of nail showing underneath. But on my short nails, 2 coats actually covered really nicely. And you will definitely want top coat, potentially 2 layers, or you might want to use a glitter suitable top coat. And I thought I would show this over a baby pink cream with some blue shimmer. And this is another Starly polish. I don't know the name off the top of my head, but I thought it was a super pretty combo. Very, very baby, very cute, and I just really like this combo. My top coat's a little stringy. I'm getting to the bottom of the bottle, but you can just see how sparkly the HOLO is, and I could stare at that for hours. Moving along, we're going to look at by Dany Vianna's offerings. So this is their encore polish for August, and it's called Dark Purpose. So I think this was from 2022. This was part of their Anastasia series, and Dark Purpose is a sheer black base with a strong purple to pink aurora shimmer. Now this one is sheer as it's described, but that gives it an incredibly beautiful, luminous, shifty effect. But I will recommend building it up in thin coats. So you might actually want to do 4 coats if you're set on layering the polish on its own, but definitely work in thin coats. Build it up, be patient, and the color payoff and shimmer payoff is remarkable. Of course you could layer this, but I found it to be beautiful on its own. You'll notice that I went thicker on my index finger than my middle finger, so that also changes things up, but it just took a bit longer to dry when I worked in thicker coats, so that's why I recommend thin coats. That will dry quicker. This also does dry quite glossy, but I'm still going to recommend top coat. And I can't wait for you to see this one. It's truly beautiful and very, very luminous and glowy. The new offering from by Dany Vianna this month is a duo, which is also available individually. And this is also a continuation of an existing series inspired by Momiji-Soma. And this polish is called Momichi-kun, and it's a crelly yellow with a sparkling pink aurora shimmer. This has a really good formula. It's actually quite opaque. I think everyone should have a good time with this one in 2 coats. It's a really pretty bright yellow, which who doesn't love a sunny bright yellow? It's kind of like the yellow you get from a hard-boiled egg. And the shimmer is a beautiful element to the polish. It's not overdone. It's just a really pretty pink shimmer. The other polish from by Dany Vianna in their current series is Year of the Rabbit, which has a pink to gold magnetic effect and a golden iridescent flake. So I am going to show this over the previous polish, and I will also show it on its own with a variety of magnetic effects, because this one looks really good if you use a neodymium bar magnet like I'm doing here, just to give it a magnetic stripe. It really reveals the beautiful iridescent flakes that are in there, and then you still get to see the yellow crelly underneath. I really like how the magnetic effect pulls pink, and that kind of complements the pink shimmer in the previous polish. And here I'm going to use my bar magnet effect to give a velvet look, and you'll notice that this is also really beautiful. I love the flakes. I love the way the magnetic pigment pulls, and it just creates this gorgeous depth. I use the velvet style effect on my middle and ring fingers, and then on my pinky I actually just applied it without magnetizing it, and you'll notice that that also works really well. Just for fun, I thought I would show this polish on its own, and there's actually so much shimmer in it that it will work quite well on its own to obscure your nail underneath. Of course, not everyone likes a sheer look, but I definitely do, so I think this is a really pretty way to wear the polish. So I always tend to lay down one coat when I'm wearing a magnetic on its own, and then magnetize the second and or third coats, depending on how many I'm applying. So here it is with top coat, and you'll see that just looks so gorgeous and jewel-like. My index finger, I use the bar magnet just to give it a line. And I love the way that pink magnetic pigment shifts around with the flakes. It's just so pretty. And on my pinky here, I actually just did one coat with not any magnetic effect applied to it, and it's just a really pretty polish no matter which way you wear it. Moving along, we have Sassy Sauce Never Have I Ever, and this one is actually a continuation of their shoe series, and this one is so gorgeous. I was not prepared for how pretty it would be. It is a smoky lilac base with a glowy green to blue to purple shimmer. Now this one does start out sheer, but it builds up beautifully in 3 coats. This is so beautiful to me. I love the base color, and that green, blue, purple shimmer is just phenomenal in my opinion. It is a somewhat larger particle size of shimmer, so it creates this beautiful sparkly effect on the nail. There's no hollow in here. It's going to be super easy to apply and remove. It's going to be smooth, so yeah, this polish is just perfect all the way around. The formula is perfect in 3 coats, and it does dry down a tiny bit dull, so do use top coat to bring out the sparkle of the shimmer and of course extend the longevity of your manicure. I never really talk about how these brands perform in terms of their longevity, but honestly, they all, Sassy Sauce included, last really well on my nails when you use base coat and top coat. All the brands I work with are just phenomenal at what they do, and not just for swatching, but for actual manicures, they last beautifully. And here you can see that gorgeous glowy shimmer that I was gushing about. Hopefully I'm selling you on this one because it's really special. Next up we have Penelope Loose, and they also have 2 polishes. You can buy them as a duo or individually. This is a continuation of the Goddess series. This one is Nanya, and it's a grape base with purple shimmer, and I want to say there's also gold galaxy hollow glitter in there, because I'm definitely seeing hollow, definitely getting sparkle, and I'm 100% here for it. This is a beautiful, rich berry shade, and I just love these kinds of colors. I love wearing them any time of year, and I think that the addition of the hollow just makes it so beautiful and wearable. It's also sparse enough that it's not going to be textured, and it won't be difficult to remove. And the other polish from Penelope Luz is Wiz Goddess of Wisdom. And this is a green to blue magnetic with a purple microflake and purple hollow glitters. So this is made to look beautiful over the other polish, but I'm also going to show it layered with like a black and some other polishes so you can see how versatile it is. So this is kind of fun. There's a bit of a disappearing act moment when you apply the bar magnet like this. The magnetic pigment pulls away so you see the base color of Nanya, and yeah, then you just see this incredible bluey green turquoise magnetic line. And I am holding the magnet for a long time so the line stays nice and tight. And for anyone curious, I just put the topper over my pinky without magnetizing it, and that's the kind of effect you'll get. So it also works, but it does really obscure the base color. I also didn't do the velvet effect because I thought it wouldn't work so well because I wanted the base color to show through, but you know, try it out. I'm sure it'll look beautiful. So I am going to show this over a black cream. And honestly, you could just wear it over a black cream without applying the magnetic effect and you'd get like a really cool kind of multi-chrome with very rainbowy glitter. But I will apply the magnet so you can see how that looks. And honestly, this is a really versatile topper, and I just love the way the colors interact with the light. It's really shifty, and again, the hollow is so beautiful. Here we have Garden Path Lacquers, and they are actually starting a new theme this month, and it is Bridgerton dresses. So this one is called Not Yellow Enough, I think, and it's inspired by Penelope Featherington's emerald green Empire waist dress when she debuts her season 3 glow up. This is a shifty green to blue to teal multi-chrome base, accented with black holographic micro glitter and holographic micro flakes. I absolutely love this formula. I don't know what Karen did, but it is so beautiful, and like again, it's sort of like a velvety feel to it, even though it's not a magnetic. It's just really smooth. The shimmer is really finely milled and the hollow is incredible. I think because it is black micro glitter, holographic micro glitter, it just blends in beautifully with that rich base. It is a tiny bit textured, but one layer of top coat will smooth it out, and I can't wait for you to see the shifts in this one because it is absolutely stunning. The hollow is very sparkly, and this is the dreamiest emerald green, and I absolutely love it. Next up is Cuticula Aurora's Cake, and this one continues their Dreamlight Valley series. It's inspired by the topsy-turvy cake that you can make in the game. It's a crelly base with turquoise, green, blue, large particle shifting shimmer, and rose gold metallic flakes. This is honestly so pretty and unique. I was very excited by it in the bottle, but even more so when I put it on my nails. I love everything about it. It's so pretty. I love the rose gold flakes in there. I think that's a really smart addition. And I don't play Dreamlight Valley, but it definitely looks like Princess Aurora, like her dress or the birds or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting confused with some Disney princess. My brain is starting to fail me. But this one's best in 3 coats. It does dry down a little bit not smooth, like it's not textured, but it does dry down kind of textured looking. So 1 layer of top coat will be enough to smooth it out. It won't be difficult to remove. And this one is just so pretty. I can't wait for you to see it in some different lighting. Last but not least, certainly not least, this polish is incredible. It's Paint It Pretty Polish Veloca Coaster. This one is a continuation of their roller coaster theme, which I literally can't get enough of. I want this theme to go on forever. This one is inspired by the Veloca Coaster at Universal Islands of Adventure. Haven't ridden it, but hopefully one day. This one's a light gray holographic with a blue to purple shimmer. Now, whatever holo pigment Sherry's using, it is supremely holographic, very rainbowy, very strong effect, especially in the sunlight, and I just love it. This kind of holographic pigment does look most hollow when you let it dry down completely and when you apply top coat and let that dry down completely. So that's just a pro tip for you. And this one will be best in 3 coats because it does have a sheer formulation. So I let the top coat dry down, and you can see here, get a little taste of that linear hollow flame. It's beautiful. The shimmer is stunning. And I'm just very into this polish. I thankfully had sunlight, so that swatch is coming up, but even under my swatching lights, you can just see that strong linear hollow flame, which is the sign of very high quality holographic pigment. I had a few favorites this month, and one of the first ones that I fell in love with was the Paint It Pretty polish. Gonna get tongue-tied. Veloca Coaster. I am like just having the best time with this roller coaster theme because I love roller coasters, and that nail polish is so pretty. The hollow in it is ridiculously strong. It's like such a strong linear hollow flame. I love to see that. And also the blue shimmer is super strong. Trust me when I say that my videos don't really do it justice. It's way more hollow in person. Also, I absolutely love the Sassy Sauce. Those are like my favorite kind of color shifts, and that base color is just like absolutely divine. So I can't recommend that polish enough. And I really, really love the two Phoenix polishes. And I feel like I got a new phone, and I don't feel like the video like does justice in the same way that my other one used to, which is kind of super annoying because like, isn't technology supposed to get better? Anyway, just know that the blue shimmer is one of the glowiest blue shimmers I've ever worn on my nails, and it is so stunning. I absolutely love it. And the topper I also love. I kind of like it best on its own or over a light kind of milky base like I showed with the Ghost Jelly. So yeah, I definitely recommend those as well. Let me know in the comments what you think of this month's HHC offerings. Let me know what you're planning on picking up. And I guess that's it for me. Have a great day. Stay cool if it's as hot where you are as it is where I am.